Right now, Dak is getting legitimate blame. And look, when I was a kid, if a quarterback had a 50% completion rate, that was good. He was good. Now 65% is average. And Dak, it's not just, well, look, the completion percentage is not bad, but you see him leaving bigger plays on the field all the time. My criticism of Eli, by the way, two quarterbacks I've defended a lot in recent years, Eli and Dak. But it gets to the point where you consistently see them not seeing the field. So if you're not going to see the field and you're not going to be among the more accurate passers, what are you doing? This is a new NFL. Every rule, and the roughing the passer rules now really make it ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I mean, Tom Brady, forget my Cliff argument. If you can't touch him, they can play quarterback forever. It's not just the way the offenses have changed and all those things. It's the rules protecting the quarterback. You cannot get by with a level of production that Dak has been giving you recently. He's not seeing the field well enough to, and he's regressed. Guys, I was saying he's a franchise quarterback for a long time now. It's become a question. This level of play from Dak is not good enough in the modern NFL. You look at all the quarterbacks in the league, the young quarterbacks, no one can, they are so accurate now. They're reading the field so well because there are fewer reads, right? You don't have to go through the same progression. That Dak's play simply isn't good enough. You have to contextualize it in its era. Not good enough.
I disagree with you. And I'm not saying that I disagree with you about Dak Prescott not being good enough. I know that he has to be better. But when you talk about him receiving too much blame, he is receiving too much blame. Because when you have a head coach like Jason Garrett, who has no business being the head coach, when you got Scott Linehan, who isn't getting it done as well, that has a lot to do with the lack of success that Dak Prescott is going. And let's go upstairs and think about how we've lamented the fact that Dez Bryant is better than any option at receiver that they have right now, whether it's Cole Beasley, whether it's Terrence Williams, whether it's Allen Hurns or whomever. The reality is from a personnel standpoint, they're challenged. Getting open is a challenge to them, regardless of what the hell Cole Beasley say, okay? The offensive line is not what it used to be because of injuries, even though it's still decent. The reality is clear. Dak Prescott doesn't have the help he should have on the offensive side of the ball. Ezekiel Elliott is a stud. He's suffering more than anybody because they're stacking the line of scrimmage. They're doing everything they can to stop it from running. They're daring Dak Prescott to pass, but Dak Prescott is standing in the pocket holding on to the ball. Why? Because guys ain't open. No. They ain't open. And when they ain't open and you are Jason Garrett and you're just coaching in a very conventional fashion, you're not taking chances, you're not doing a lot of those things, Teddy, I don't have any problem by saying Dak Prescott doesn't deserve most of the blame. That would be Jason Garrett and Scott Linehan. 30th ranked passing attack, 30th ranked offense.
I'll say this. There was a point during that Texan game, and I'm watching the play calling by Scott Linehan, and I was actually encouraged by it. He was being creative at times, getting open receivers off of play action or off of offensive creativity. I'll just say it that way. So I like that. However, you can only do that so much. And I think Troy's right because even the easy throws sometimes, these receivers are having to make tough catches. Balls off of the ground. Placed maybe a foot where they should be leading the receiver rather than behind. And in NFL defensive football, a different emplacement of a foot is huge. It's a difference between an interception or a pass defense or a completion. That type of accuracy is needed at times when it's going to be 3rd and 7. The receivers they're going to be covered, and you're just going to have to make a throw in a place where a defender can't make the play. Those type of throws, I don't see a lot from Dak Prescott. It continues for me to run through Zeke Elliott and the play action pass because I think Dak Prescott is better off of play action pass, and that's how you get more open receivers. Secondary reaction by defenses or probably can be a step behind when you have a play action pass, any type of misdirection in the backfield. That's what helps him. But when it's 3rd and 7, I get him in 3rd and long. I know as a defender, I'm just going to have a chance to make a play on the ball because it's either he's going to throw it to me or it's not going to be an accurate throw and I can't make a play.
That accuracy, Teddy, that accuracy to me, because people look at completion percentage, that's accuracy. And I brought up the Giants and Eli before because I defended Eli and Dak, but the league has changed. You cannot just kind of get the ball to not that you ever really could, but once upon a time when the scores were lower and the offenses weren't as spread out, it was easier. Dak is like Eli in the sense that when he gets the receiver the ball, the defense is on the receiver, and that's even when he doesn't always get the receiver the ball. He doesn't always see the field, and he's not always accurate, but even when he does, it's never on the guy's steps. So you want to know why Saquon Barkley with New York doesn't have more yards per carry? He's getting sacked in the backfield, and whenever he has to receive the ball, the defense is on him. He has to stop, he has to go back, he has to wait, he has to reach behind him, he has to jump for it. Dak is the same thing. It's not good enough. And Stephen A., your point about coaching, of course, you see what happened with Jared Goff when he was with Jeff Fisher and didn't have the weapons at receiver. Not the same guy. Now it's a different story. But still, you're the quarterback. You got to be better than Dak has been. He deserves some blame.
And even if they're not accurate, it's the difference between your playmakers being an athlete, having the opportunity to be a playmaker because it's thrown behind them or not accurate, and it's a tackle right there rather than a catch and a run.
All right, we got to leave it right there.
I never said Dak Prescott doesn't deserve blame. I said he doesn't deserve most of it. That would go to the coach and the offensive coordinator. Those were my words.